So ever since the FBI search of Mar-a-Lago last week, Donald Trump, of course, has been raging on Truth Social about the FBI persecuting him and all of the Democrats, but there was never the big meltdown, right? Just a bunch of mini meltdowns all throughout the week. And then on the weekend, the New York Times reported that the reason the FBI had to go ahead and do this search, execute the search warrant now, which was last Monday, of course, was because they had subpoenaed about 2 months worth of surveillance footage from Mar-a-Lago that actually showed that some of the boxes with those confidential documents, possibly even nuclear secrets, were being moved by staffers at Mar-a-Lago. So the FBI feared that they were going to remove these boxes and go and hide them, so they had to make their move now. When that news came out this past weekend, that's when Donald Trump's big meltdown happened. So he took to Truth Social. Apparently he had a lot to say. And this is what he said. There's a lot, so bear with me here. The FBI has a long and unrelenting history of being corrupt. Just look back to the days of J. Edgar Hoover. In the modern era, nothing has changed except that it has gotten far worse. Look at Comey, McCabe, Strzok, and lover Lisa Page. Check out the brilliantly written but damning IG reports. See what they were willing to do in order to get crooked Hillary Clinton elected. They failed and got caught. They spied on my campaign, pushed the fake dossier, and illegally used the FISA court. None of that is true, by the way, except for the fact that Hillary didn't win. That was literally the only factual thing he said in that first statement. And even on a technicality, she kind of did win because she still got 3 million more votes than you did. So, grain of salt there with your one truth. The Inspector General said the FBI acted with gross incompetence and negligence. I was fully vindicated in the Russia scam, the no collusion Mueller investigation, impeachment hoax number 1, impeachment hoax number 2, and all else. Now they raid my home, ban my lawyers, and without any witnesses allowed, break the lock that they asked us to install on the storage area that we showed them early on, which held papers that they could have had months ago for the asking, and without the ridiculous political grandstanding of a break-in to a very storied, important, and high-visibility place just before the midterm elections. Now, before I continue again, let's also remember the the DOJ did in fact subpoena all of those documents back in June. So you actually did have 2 months to turn them over after they asked for them. And it was only after they saw the surveillance footage of your people trying to move the boxes that they decided, oh crap, we'd better go get them now because they're not turning them over and they're apparently moving them somewhere. So let's all remember that truth as we continue with more of Trump's idiotic statement here. The whole world was watching as the FBI rummaged through the house, including the former First Lady's closets and clothing, alone and unchecked. They even demanded that the security cameras be turned off. We refused. But there was no way of knowing if what they took was legitimate or was there a plant. This was, after all, the FBI. See, we already know there wasn't a plant because you've already admitted that you had the things. They already had it on video that you had the things. They've released the entire warrant, including the receipts for everything that they took. And you haven't pointed to a single thing there that was actually planted. Your lawyers literally signed that paperwork. So we know nothing was planted. Again, you admitted you had it. Now you're claiming that I've declassified all of this, so it was totally legal. Still not legal, by the way, even if you did declassify them, which of course nobody believes other than your hardcore supporters that you actually did. So anyway, folks, that was the meltdown. That was what we had all pretty much been waiting for the entire week. It finally happened. The guy's got no legal leg to stand on. So he's literally just trying to trash the agencies, trash all the people that work there, bring up all these other things from the past, none of which, by the way, is relevant to what happened at Mar-a-Lago last Monday. One of today's video sponsors is Tiege Hanley, the makers of a great skincare line for men. Their products have already helped me start and maintain my skincare routine by making the entire process uncomplicated. Honestly, it is the best skincare system for guys like you and me. Now, I recommend that you start with their Level 1 system, which comes with all the basics. There's a daily face wash to get rid of the dirt and grime on your skin. There's a 2 times per week exfoliating scrub that helps you get rid of the dead skin cells. It has an AM moisturizer with SPF 20 because you should always be protecting your skin from the sun. And there's a PM moisturizer to help your skin stay hydrated and healthy all throughout the night. Now, my favorite part about Tiege Hanley is that every box comes with an instruction card that tells you when to use each product, how much to use, and in what order. They really make the process of achieving and maintaining amazing skin easy. Their products have made my skin look and feel better than ever, but you don't just have to take my word for it. They have over 5,000 5-star reviews on their website from satisfied customers all around the world. In addition to amazing skin, members of Tiege Hanley get tons of other benefits, including at least 20% off the retail price, the ability to customize your box, exclusive monthly deals, and you can pause or cancel at any time, and there's free US shipping and low-cost shipping to most other countries. And because Tiege Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering our viewers a great deal. Just click the first link in the description and you'll get 30% off your first box, plus a free gift. Don't miss out on this amazing deal. Click that link and get started today.